Dear light warriors from all over the globe, once again, welcome to this beautiful session about the full moon today in Taurus. Very good. My name is Wouter. I'm your tech host for today. If there are any technical difficulties, send me a direct message and I'll sort you out as soon as possible. And for today's introduction, I'd love to hand it over to our beautiful host, Inken.
Thank you so much, Wouter. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. I'm really happy to be back here again with you. My name is Inken, and I'm one of your hosts of the Light Warrior Collective. Every Sunday at the same time, with the same link, we open our hearts for you, and we love to hold a safe space for you, a space for inspiration, for empowerment, and co-creation. And we really love to grow over the last 3 years together with our regular participants. We are always happy to see new faces join our space. And it just makes our heart smile to be with you and to have these Sunday self-care moments together, to be nourished, to be prepared, to be ready for the upcoming week. And to kind of hold still one moment before the week begins and to see what's happening around us. Like now, I don't know how it's about you, but I feel the moon. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. And I'm so proud that I can officially say we have our very own moon queen. She's the master of the moon for me. And I feel each session is so powerful when she's sharing about the moon and what we need to keep in mind and how we can kind of navigate. So it's very, very supportive and powerful what our lovely core member, Jovial, has to share with you. So yeah, we have always a large variety of special guests, but I love when we come back to our roots and to our core, to our very own core members who do the guidance, which is today the case. So Jovial, you know we love you. We are deeply grateful that you're part of the core team. I with all my heart, I hand it over to you. Get us ready for the full moon. We are all yours.
Thank you, Inka. That's such a beautiful introduction. And hello, everyone. Welcome to the full moon meditation sessions. This is not just a one-of-a-kind Sunday. It is very special, and I promise you it's gonna be fun. And you will actually come out to be very calm and clean. That's my intention for you all today. So for those of you who are new to the Light Warrior community, so we do have like a Sunday sessions every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But due to the time change, please check the local time because I know that these 2 weeks, there's a lot of confusions in the time. This week actually, I think Europe has a clock change, right? And next week will be US. So please definitely check your time. Don't want you guys to miss any event that we have because each of them are so precious. And okay, so I'm going to introduce myself for someone who is new or who never know me. My name is Jovial Ker, and I am actually one of the core member with Light Warrior community. And we do actually have this community running for more than 3 years, almost 4 years actually. So give yourself a clap and for being with us every Sunday. And I sometimes feel really touched when I see all the familiar faces every Sunday. You know, this is a commitment that we are doing to yourself. For your self-care moment, it's all about self-love. So I thank you everyone for doing that to yourself today. So I want to share with you guys today a very interesting topics. I do have a couple things that I will tell you about my agenda today. First, we will talk about like the lunar eclipse. I know I talk a lot about full moon every time. If you haven't heard about my sessions before, please go back to the replay. I do share a lot of rituals about full moon, and sometimes we talk about what good to do or what not, and things that you can bring to yourself and all the meditations that please check all the replay sections that we have. But today, especially, I want to talk about the eclipse because this is something really special. It doesn't happen all the time, especially in Taurus. So eclipse. So what do you know about eclipse? We all know that there is a solar eclipse like 2 weeks ago. That one is a little bit different. That one is like a full solar eclipse. But this is a partial lunar eclipse. And the reason why it's so special is actually our second lunar eclipse in the seasons. And this eclipse is actually in the North Node. If you understand about astronomical event, so the North Node is more a future focus and a forward-looking astrology event. So what you can feel like at this moment is a lot about thinking about your future. Because it's a partial eclipse, so it wasn't too, I wouldn't say it wasn't intensive, but it is less intensive than the biggest like full solar eclipse. So for this time, this is a time for you to think about what you actually planned like 2 years ago. The reason why is, this eclipse is the conclusions of an eclipse started in November 2021. So it's interesting, right? So 2 years ago, November, go back to that time, turn back time to November 2021. Now started to think about what you are doing during that time, what you have set, what goals have you set, what intention that have you set. Just go back to that memory land because this is very important. Today we're going to talk about that. This solar eclipse, no, this lunar eclipse today is a closure of what from 2021. So that's one of the important thing that you have to note down in your journal. If you are trying to think of what you're trying to achieve during that time, is there any unfinished business that you need to complete that you haven't done or not even started? How ashamed, not really ashamed, but I did that for myself too, because I do have a ton of things I want to do when I look back, 2021, things that I want to do, there are some not even started because they are so low in the list. That's why what I want for you guys to do is focus on the most important thing. What is the number one thing that you have started in November 2021 that maybe is already like blossom right now? So just check on that part, your timeline, and just check on your intentions. So that's one of the journal exercise that helped you today. And I want to talk more about how we feel, right? So because there's an acknowledgement that you can bring or whether you can come closer, you need to move on no matter what. Because like I say, this lunar eclipse is like a closure. So no matter what, even though you have undone business, you need to find a way to move on. Or if you are accomplished something, even better. Just close it and start a new goal or start a new intentions. So that's one of the keynotes for you guys today. So this eclipse weekend definitely will be a wild card, right? Because every eclipse will give you some unexpected event, like things that you want to do or things that happen that not as you wish, but it's okay. Like I say, eclipse can bring you a lot of surprises. At the same time, if you know how to manage the energy or your balance, you can actually amplify all the good things from the eclipse. I know a lot of people thinking about full moon intense. No, no, no. Eclipse even worse. So, but if you know how to manage the balance, you can actually get a lot out of it. The reason why is I'm going to talk more about that because we are actually in the fifth house of the Taurus. If you know about astronomy, so basically as of today, we are in the moon in the Taurus. So we're in the fifth house and the Jupiter. So go outside tonight if you haven't done so. You see a bright star next to the moon, that's the Jupiter. So what Jupiter does, Jupiter is always exaggerating, amplifying, abundance. So moon is shadow side and Jupiter intensity, amplifying, and also exaggerating. What you can do, it actually bring you up to look at your shadow side. Sounds scary, huh? But there's another good way of thinking about it because there's a lot of time we try to be so we act ignorance about things that we don't want to take care of. Now it forces you to face those things that you don't want to take care of. Or some conversations that you don't want to talk about it, it actually forces you to kind of bring it up front, bring to the surface. It's actually want you to deal with it. So that's why you feel a lot of intensity during this weekend because of the Jupiter as well, because the Jupiter help to magnify all this intensity. But that's the good thing about that, because as the changing light of the eclipse is actually help to bring us to a lot of possibility, because we are all always staying in the comfort zone, right? We always want to stay safe, like feel safe. We always want to be who we are and just do what we want to do. But the thing is, sometimes you need to be aware of the things that we overlook in life. So please pay attention to those things. Under this eclipse, you will have a lot of optimisms, and also you feel a lot of generosity because of the moon and the Jupiter link. So just utilize that benefit for you to do what you want to do this weekend. Just help yourself to get over things that you try to avoid. That's one thing that especially for those of you who are indecisive, this weekend is gonna be hard for you because it make you to make a choice. There's no both way. You have to choose one, either or. There's no both way. So basically, if you have something that bothers you in life, this weekend is actually the time for you to make a decision to move on. So that's one of the things I want to tell you guys. And also the interesting part is this eclipse is actually ruled by Venus in Virgo. So if you know about Virgo, there's a lot of flows and focus illuminating in that sign as well. So these are all the positive elements for this eclipse as well. And the relationship from the Venus to the eclipse is actually in the fifth house as well. So because Virgo is actually the fifth sign from Taurus, it's representing pleasures. So do a lot of spa and go to enjoy, indulge yourself with things that you want to do. So this is the time for you to indulge yourself, pamper yourself. So if you like to go shopping, go do some shopping. I mean, I always encourage myself, indulge myself, do some shopping, but sometimes I overdo it, which is not good. So come back to strike the balance. But this is a month for you to indulge yourself. If you feel that, especially during this month, you always feel like the crave of retail therapy, that's the reason why. Because of this, and especially because it's during holiday seasons, it actually make you feel like, oh, this is the one of the way to feel pleasures, because you can do things that you like, buy things that you like. So indulgence. So that's one of the things that you can feel during this eclipse time as well. And also you can try to relax and do some massage and do some leisure activities with your friends, and also try to calm yourself with like maybe a hot bath. Just like do something that kind of make yourself feel soothing. That will help to bring yourself back from the intensity. So let's go back to the decisions now. So this weekend, when you are contemplating about some big decisions that you have to make, you have to take the leap of faith that I know a lot of times some decisions might have to turn around your whole life, like things that you never thought of before or things that you never done before. But this weekend actually help you like live up to things, the connections with the next stage of your growth. So walk out of your comfort zone. This is the time for you to grow. So what we have to do is you look at the value of the growth, not just like the consequences. So that's what we need to learn from this. Okay, so I will give you some tips on how to stay calm during this eclipse, right? So like I mentioned before, you actually indulge yourself with some sensory pleasures, like going to eat some good food and having some music that you like, or a spa treatment that you love. The reason why is because Taurus actually love experience, and Taurus really like to have all these pleasures, activities. So this full moon is actually inviting you to pamper yourself. And another activities that you can do is to go outdoor and go to some green space. For example, farm. I mean, everybody go to the farm this time. So, but this is a good time for you to go outside, get to the nature. to help to stay calm during the eclipse. And one of the things I find enjoyment is actually cooking. The reason why I put the cooking here is also because Taurus enjoy good food. So what you can do maybe this weekend, make some food from scratch and try to enjoy the journey or enjoy the whole process when you're cooking. It actually helps you to stay calm as well during the eclipse time. I know I talk a lot. Do you guys have any questions? And then now it's already 11:20, so I need to be mindful about the time. So now I'm gonna move on to talk about the signs. I mean, I need to talk about the signs because yesterday I did a full moon meditation and this thought come impromptuly. I feel like I need to share some elements about different signs as well. So what we have to do is for now, we need to learn how to adapt to change as part of our life. Like I mentioned just now, this week is all about growth. Like you need to grow out of your comfort zone. And also you have to respect yourself to make sure that you are not only looking at the material sides in things. Look at the value and look at yourself, what we accept ourselves for who we are, and also for us to find peace and tranquility in the outside world. So the signs that I'm going to talk about is the fire sign. So if you are in the fire signs, like if you are Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, these are the time for you to find themselves like it's actually a good thing for you because you feel confidence about what you're doing these days. So I'll talk about Aries first. Like Aries is actually trying to have some professional meetings and try this weekend. Aries will have some business meeting or something to do with the career that they have important people to meet for Aries. And for Leo, I will talk about Leo too. So Leo always so self-determined and also care about the career and the personal life. So this is the time for you to kind of like set your goals or set some meetings with the people that you think that will be the connections. Set the connections with people that might help you in your future. So this is the good week for you, Leo. And Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is actually a good time for them to think about new idea. Like if you have something that in your mind that you want to do this weekend is a good starting point for you to start your creative idea. Or if you are afraid, remove that fear and move on. So that's what for the fire signs. And for the earth signs, so earth signs, I hope you know what signs you are for yourself, right? So Taurus is on the earth sign. So you are actually in a good side on the financial situations. A lot of additional income, a lot of money, abundance coming into your way because this is your sign, Taurus. This is a full moon in Taurus, so you got everything abundance. So try to utilize the benefit of this weekend to do some investment. Just make sure that find a way to get more money. This is a good week for you. And Virgo. So Virgo, this is what you need to do. You need to revise your budget. So you have been overspending and you need to make sure that you have to manage your budget. And Capricorn. So Capricorn is actually have some issues about revolving around the houses. So if you have an investment property or if you own a house, you might have a lot of problems fixing the house, or it might actually give you an idea to do some renovations as well. So this is the week for you to think about your house for Capricorn. So now let's go to the next sign, which is the air signs. So air signs is actually Gemini, right? So Gemini is very cooperative. So this week is actually for them to attract a lot of favor on their side. So this is a time for you to talk about serious discussion, just like something big. For example, you want to talk about big things with your kids, this is a good time to talk about because you'll be on the favor side. So just use this opportunity to do that because this is a good way for you to do that. So Libra. So Libra actually have to take care of their personal life this week because they are too self-conscious, especially like this week, the eclipse that make them feel like they are very self-conscious. So just strike the balance to make sure that don't try to worry too much because sometimes like you just have to go out there and do it instead of worry and not doing it. So that's the advice for Libra. So Aquarius is actually heading into some family issues problem for this week. So try to avoid some conflicts if you could. Just try to not trying to create any like disagreement. You can walk away if you could. So next thing I would like to talk about is water signs. So I'm the water sign. Who is water signs? Raise your hand. Water sign. So we're gonna talk about water sign. So good things about water sign this week is anything that is unpleasant will have a resolution. So don't worry about all these unexpected events that come through the eclipse because we're gonna have a solution for that. No worries. So cancers, listen up, cancers, because you're gonna get a promotion soon. Good things happen in your career. So you're gonna get some bonuses or promotion or some like maybe some shout out or some reward from your company. So Scorpion, this Scorpion has to listen up because you guys will be so busy with your health. So take good care of your health. This week, this lunar eclipse is for you to focus on your health, your fitness. So that's the message that I got from the astronomic event. So for the Scorpion, you need to make sure you focus on your health for this lunar event, and also make sure that don't do your instant gratifications. Just like do it first and then enjoy and then worry about it later. That's not your way to do it. So next, last one but not least is the Pisces. So Pisces has some financial problems. I mean, overindulgence, like I mentioned before. But if you could listen to advice from the loved one, this problem will be resolved. So just be mindful of your budgets. So that's what I want to share for the signs. Anybody have any questions? Because it's actually 11:20. I wish I have more time, but I try to go faster. I'm gonna talk about more now that we're gonna go into the journaling. So everybody, can you please bring your journal so that we can talk and think and try to go back to the memory lane of what we have done before? Because Taurus is actually an of like Taurus is an earth sign. So basically they appreciate things in life as well and all the beauty of the material world. Because of the full moon, this sign is actually magnifying the Taurus energy so that we can manifest the abundance and celebrate the achievement. So what we can do is we can celebrate this achievement together by reflecting your accomplishment. So what's your accomplishment that you have like since the last full moon and your hard work and dedications? And take pride in what you have achieved. And normally, if you understand about the sign of Taurus, it's all about money, possessions, and also material world. And they like nature and slowness as well. So basically, this is like totally like on the good sign for us, right? Basically, money, who doesn't like money, material world, perfect, nature and slowness. And you know that we all are in the rush all the time because of this like society. But this is the time for you to kind of come slow and just kind of like slow down, enjoy the nature. And also we need to make sure we think more on the value, like I mentioned before, from internal point of view, think everything about value, but not just the surface. So that's one of the keynote for you as well. Okay, now let's go to the journaling. If you have your journal ready, and the first questions I have for you guys is, what have you achieved since November 2021 to November 2023, which is now? So turn back that time, write down your journal, what you have achieved during this time frame, this 2 years. I'll just give you some hints of the time. I'll give you 1 minute to think about your journal. Let me set a timer as well. So when I do this, when you hear the sound, that means you have to wrap up your journal for the questions. Give you a little bit more time to wrap up. And then we will go to the second questions. So if you are still writing the first questions, please continue. This one might be a continuation of your first questions. So what growth do you have you experienced in the last month? This is specifically to last month. The first question is from November 2021 to November 2023. The second question is, what growth have you experienced in the last month? And you can start your journal. Slowly wrap up your second questions. Okay, so the next question will be, what do you want to accomplish before the next new moon? You know, new moon is for you to set new intention. So before the new moon in 14 days, what is the quick thing that you want to achieve? The short, easy goal, not like the long-term goal. Slowly wrap up your questions and we'll go to the next one. This will be your last questions because we still have meditations going on and coming forward. So, what are the 3 actionable steps that you can take today to make your dream, goals, and intention come true? So this one you have to think a little bit more because this actually gonna be like a serious questions. Think of only 3 actionable steps. You don't need to write like an essay on it, just like a 3 actionable step. For example, today, if you want to write a book, start it. Just that's the first actionable steps, right? Or meet some people. You know, just put some steps for you to help yourself to move towards your dream. Or maybe send that email. Just like an easy step for you to achieve, but it's actually gonna impact your dreams and your future. Will we wrap up your questions? And if you guys are ready, we can actually move to the fun part, the meditation part, which is something to indulge yourself. So please, if you need to light your candle or you need to like get a blanket, do so. And I'm going to turn on some music for you guys. So for this meditation, before I start, I just want to tell you what we're going to do. So this full moon in Taurus with lunar eclipse, I'd like to invite you guys to integrate your shadow. I know it's really hard. We don't want to look at our dark side, but this is a time for us to integrate our shadow. And what being exposed to us now is the shadow side of what we need the most, which not a bad thing because sometimes we act ignorance about things that we don't want to look at, but now is the good time for us to do it collectively, to acknowledge your shadow and allowing your past wound to be your best lesson. And also we will celebrate our achievements. So we will reflect on the accomplishment like we just did. And also we will acknowledge what we have done to ourselves and take pride to what you have achieved. So if you are ready, please be comfortable, and I'm going to turn on the music. Let me share the music first. Okay. I'll stop my video to share the music just to make sure. Hold on. Share screen. Computer audio. Okay, can you guys hear my audio yet? Okay. Let me know if you cannot hear it or it's too loud for you. You'll be on a journey of grounding, releasing, healing, and replenishing throughout the guided meditations. With the help of Mother Earth, the full moon, the eclipse, I will guide you through the step into your earthly and higher state of being. Within this meditation, we reconnect our body, speech, mind with openness and warm, clearing and opening pathways to the generosity that is inherent to our true nature. Would you please find a comfortable positions you would like to meditate in? There's no right or wrong way. Just simply follow your heart. Get comfortable and close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath. On the exhales, allow yourself to pour deeper into the meditations, relaxing your body and falling deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now, taking a moment and say hello to honor your physical body, relaxing and letting go. And become more aware of your soul awareness, your divine saddle of body, falling in the right center of your head, superimposing over your physical body and nesting right behind your eyes. This is your mind eyes. Allowing yourself to fully integrate and activate with the October full moon in Taurus. With your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Now, I invite you to bring to mind the things that you have journaled just now, the things that you wish to release that do not serve you anymore. Allow them to linger for a moment in your mind eyes. If you can visualize them as a color or maybe an object, see them floating in front of you. It can be pink, it can be white, or it can be just an unstructured object. Allow yourself to be cleansed today, removing area of life that illuminating for the eclipse to be clear. Clear any old negative thoughts, old negative energies, and now becoming fresh and renew for the month ahead. Throughout these meditations, as you breathe in pure spirit medicine. When you exhale, you are letting go any energy that no longer serves you. So please inhale deeply And exhale and let it all go. Releasing all your worries, releasing all your fears and any stress that you are feeling. Please let it go. The October lunar eclipse is bringing our shadow to surface. Our shadow is neither good or bad. It's just a part of us that we cannot see, that we are unconscious, or maybe we don't want to even recognize them. Our shadow is being brought forward so we can become conscious human being. We are integrating not just for ourselves, but to heal our past and the future self. So, if there's any part of you, subconscious or consciously, that may be in resistance during this shift, please release and let it go. Allow yourself to be grounded as a root and remove all energies that do not belong to you. Let them all go. Begin to breathe deeply once more. The slower you inhale, the more you can breathe. Take a deep breath. Down. The slower you exhale, the more relaxed you become. Inhale, cleansing energy. Exhale, relaxing. Inhale, feel the full moon beaming above you. Exhale, relaxing. Inhale, imagine the round moon is illuminated in the gold color. Now, feeling how impurities and the toxins are slowly moving away and become loosened and flowing away from you. The moon is high above you, but it feels so close. Your skin is being cleansed by the moonlight, dropping all the thoughts of your personal problems right now. Feel this worry and concern melting away under the moonlight. Each troublesome thought that arises above your life or your day, all give it away to the moonlight. Feel the moon greatly taking your troubles away. Now, I invite you to use this moment of opportunity under the full moon to let go completely. Your mind is easily clearing out all the old ways of thinking. And this is a magical evening. Enjoy the cleansing process. Feel your body renewing in the full moon. Each and every tiny cell is in the full process of regeneration. You can feel that the old you and the old self are being shed away, opening space for the new self to flourish. Now, allow yourself to release more and more obstacles that have stood in your way. It's the opportunity under the full moon to let them all go. Feel yourself finally breaking through anything that held you back. Feeling any stagnant energy becoming unstuck. And now you're beginning to see a clear new vision is coming through the golden light. A vision that was once lost. The newfound vision is greater than anything that you have ever seen before. What do you see in your pure vision right now? Do you see yourself accomplishing great things? Perhaps you are fully healthy and vibrant, making amazing advancements in your career or in your life, having meaningful connections with people who believe in you. And let the magic of the moonlight and the power of the lunar eclipse to fill you in with all these new ideas towards a better life. You deserve to let go of the old in order to usher in the new. I open to the changes that are allowing and flowing to me. I root myself deeper in my truth. I embrace my life purpose and medicine. I love myself fully so that I can fully love others. I am on a path of natural wellness and health. I choose to release what no longer supports or nourishes me. Now, anchoring your higher self-image into your consciousness. The full moon with lunar eclipse is activating your earthly and divine soul energy and guide you to step into lights. You are infinite. This is your true strength. Pulling your awareness to feel how powerful within your peace. I love to invite you to take the time to focus on this aspect in your life and shine your light. Fulfillment, consummations, illuminations, completions, harvest, celebrations, and abundance. In this new high energy in gold, would you please slowly come back to your heart and vibrating to your aura, your chakra, back to your physical body, your arms and your fingers, your leg and toes, and slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Once you feel you're ready to come out from the meditations, you can slowly start to wiggle your toes or your fingers like you are waking up from a beautiful nap with a smile on your face and a beautiful open heart. Slowly open your eyes and slowly come out from the meditations. And welcome back to our circle, our safe space. Happy October full moon in Taurus. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the Light Warrior community. I am Jovial. I'm your friend. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light.